Well, what happens is when people get sources of news and you start talking to them about where they get their news, when they start to name things, you'll soon find out that most often they get their news from one or two sources. So it's one newspaper, or it's one television network, or it's one radio station. And it tends to be an outlet that presents information from the same bias that the consumer has. So if a person tends to be very conservative, they will tend to only get news from conservative outlets. Same is true for people who tend to be more liberal. They will tend to only get their information from liberal leaning outlets. And the problem with that is confirmation bias. If the only thing you ever get is information confirming what you already believe to be true, then if you're getting misinformation or disinformation, you don't know because you've got no other experience to rely on.
Yeah, everybody is saying it, right? That idea.
Right, but they just keep saying the same thing over and over again, which only convinces you that you really are right and everybody else is wrong. Posted something that you just read, that you appreciate what they posted. That also is telling the platform that you're using, oh, Susan's friend posted a recipe that has 14 kinds of chocolate in it, and she liked it. That means Susan likes recipes with chocolate. Let's give her more.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. And so pretty soon, I could end up with the impression that in the United States, most people have given up all desserts except those that involve chocolate, because that's all I'm seeing anymore. And that's very simplistic, but that's kind of how it works.
You know, I was thinking when you mentioned echo chambers that it's been interesting many times when I've done a search and then my friend has done the same search, we come up with two different results. And that was something that has really grown, as particularly a certain search engine follows your interest as it gives you the information you think you're looking for, but might be in line with what they found you've been clicking on along the way.
Indeed, that is very true. And so sometimes I will use 2 or 3 different browsers. It's not a complete fix to the problem, but I'll use Google or I'll use Firefox or whatever, but use different browsers because you will get different results depending upon what that browser's algorithm has picked up about you.